What a warrior, what a player. Can't wait to see her in action a little bit later on. If it is her last game, Ruan Sims, I hope we see a Steph Hancock chip and chase or something.
I dare say she'll have something in the kit bag.
We're underway. Final hit out for Brisbane before finals. Shanae Sissoko with a nice bit of footwork for the opening touch of the afternoon. They lost their first 2 games of the season, the Broncos, but haven't looked back since. Got out of jail last week with a Chelsea Lenarduzzi try in the final minute against the Sharks. But Brisbane dominant early in the history of NRLW with multiple premierships. They are back as a force to be reckoned with. And here's a good run from Clark, brushing away from defenders. Impressive opening set here from the Broncos. Ferguson to Brigginshaw. Now Maddock with a dummy. No way through. McGregor. Well, Brown as well there for the Dragons. They're 20 away here, Brisbane on the last. Brigginshaw kicks that one high. Here come the chasers. And that's a very good take there from Hunt. Got the foot down in goal area just in time. Afternoon, JT.
Yeah, g'day, Salty. Yeah, great conditions for footy today. That kick there from Ali Brigginshaw just had a bit too much heat on it, which is a 7-tackle set for the Dragons. So they'll get some attacking opportunities down the other end on the back of this set.
Strong run there from Lendl, but then equally Nuasala. Strong defence. Bright getting the opportunity to start. Jamie Lee Bright. Good field position here for the Dragons. 28. Now on the front foot. King. Oh, the intercept was almost there for Robinson.
Yeah, she shot up quickly out of the line, didn't she? She had to, because the Dragons had that extra number out on the wing. We see there Tyler King just taking on that woman that threw the pass. She's the danger one when they get into this position for the Dragons. She's got good footwork. She's got speed to burn. Just that time, Robinson does very well. Gets in the passing channel, shuts it down.
She generally does it so well, doesn't she, Julia Robinson?
Pretty much everything she does very well.
McGregor. Here's Brown. Had Berry lurking. Slowish play the ball. 28. Stands in the tackle. Nuasala was there for Brisbane. Well, wouldn't this give the Dragons a shot of confidence if they could score early? Costa. 18 away. Only halfway through the set. Takaranga Katoa gets to within a couple of metres of the line. Now King, lovely ball, and that'll be a try. Well, there's a great start for the Dragons. Hunt is in.
I tell you what, there were a couple of really good carries by Takaranga Katoa and Tuenie in that set. Just powered through, created a bit of ruck speed. And then Tyler King, we've seen them already to start this game on the Harvey Norman replay. This is a lovely pass. Just a little bit clunky on the outside, but that pass, even on the half volley, still found its mark. It was a very gentle bounce for the Dragons, JT.
Yeah, it certainly was. I think Tyler King's going to see some space out there on that right edge with Hufanga and Julia Robinson really starting to come up, shooting out of the line to try and shut it down. So a great pass over the top. The bounce pass, undefendable. Try in the corner.
Kimberly Hunt, 4 games this season, 5 tries, can find the line.
There was a game there as well where she scored a couple of tries and she could have scored a couple of extra too. She's quite a good finisher since she's come over from the Eels to the Dragons. She makes no mistake with that one.
A high-scoring game against the Raiders a few weeks ago. Yeah. Ray McGregor has that tight angle. And it's across the face, no goal. First blood to the Dragons. They lead the Broncos 4-0. Now sideline for us. Oh, hang on, the foot was on the line. It goes dead anyway. So this will be a dropout. Well, take this opportunity while the Dragons setting for the dropout, enjoying the hot conditions because she's sitting in the shade. It's a very good afternoon. Marley Silva, how are you, Marley?
Oh, I'm very, very well, Salty, especially in these conditions, as you said. It's always sunny up here in Townsville. It's sitting at 31 degrees at the moment, and the humidity isn't too bad, 27% at the moment. There's also a breeze coming from behind the Broncos in this first half. And the NRL always does a bit of a weather assessment on hot games like this to ensure the safety of the players. It's sitting at a category yellow at the moment, which means they do not need to have extra drink breaks, but they can have unlimited trainers out there on the pitch making sure the girls are hydrated.
Thank you, Marley. Nuasala will play it for Brisbane. Opportunity for the Broncos to hit straight back. Here's Broughton with a dummy. And then finds Robinson. Always hard to stop. Oh, they do stop her.
Tegan Berry.
Berry, wow.
Desperate defence coming across. Puts her arm out and punches it out of Julia Robinson's hands. Oh. Great work. Try saver.
4-0 the Dragons. Brisbane, they've won 6 games in a row. So here's a look at the ladder. Sharks have played. They're on 12. Not a lot of difference in the points differential between the Broncos and the Roosters. So minor premiership could well come down to for and against. An opportunity to at least finish top 2 for Brisbane with victory today. There's the Cowboys. We're watching Berry. Dragons looking good early. Ray to dummy half. King, plenty of time, goes to the air, Hunt's underneath it. Robinson's there for Brisbane, and Robinson takes it.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. It was a 4th tackle kick when they're in good ball, and there wasn't really much happening on that wing there. So maybe she just lost count of where the actual tackles were, but this gives the Broncos a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Malay Hufanga playing the ball, and here's the other centre in Sisolka. Ferguson to dummy half. Good run here from Clark. And an offload off the back of it, Maddock. Last play here for Brisbane. They're on the front foot. Brigginshaw drives that one down into the corner. Otumawala attacking the footy, gets to the 30. McGregor to dummy half. Berry at first receiver. Looks to run around them. Here goes Tegan Berry. There goes Tegan Berry. Didn't Hufanga do well?
She caught her by the coattails and did not let go, and I think she might have hurt herself in that contest as well, Hufanga.
To her feet. Still not in the defensive line. Brisbane one short. Now Ray. Oh, well read there, Robinson. That's a tackle that had to be made on Bobby Law.
Hufanga's still not back, Salty.
Top of screen, just jogging now.
Tyler King needs to get the ball and go straight back there again. There'll be an opportunity with her out of the line.
They're listening to you, JT. King, Law, Berry. And couldn't find Hunt, and the pass goes into touch. It'll be a changeover.
She's seen the opportunity there. Just needed to have a bit more structure to the attack. With a bit of play, she throws the long ball, and Julia Robinson comes off her wing to shut it down. Lands on the pass is what you want. And then Tegan Berry, Kimberly Hunt coming underneath her. Missed opportunity there for the Dragons. They've been great to start the game.
Yeah.
Dragons.
Malay Hufanga, just as we saw that ball go into touch, he was on the other side of the touch line and thought, oh, is she being replaced? But she's back out in the field now. She's under a bit of duress.
She does have some strapping around that left knee already, just underneath it. So I'm wondering whether it's just aggravated an existing injury. But she's making her way back, as you said, into an attacking position.
Dam, Lauren Dam on the wing. Stacey Walker with that leg fracture. Good charge there from Nuasala. Ferguson. Oh, dummy to Brigginshaw. Picks up about another 8 or 9 metres for Brisbane. Maddock, Brigginshaw, Teitzel. But in terrific form, Romy Teitzel. One of the premier back rowers in the game. They go down the short side. On the last is Solka. Brown did well, but she's still got to pass away. Now Brigginshaw puts in a floater. They're going to let it bounce. Look out. Laws put it down backwards. Dragons survive through Costa.
Oh, my heart was in my throat for that one. And the Broncos almost came back with possession, but here we're just hearing the referee saying that Tyler King has to come off for a head injury assessment. Marley will be all over that for us. See if we can find where this contact occurred.
I think Sophie Clancy would be the player to come on the field to replace, or
either, yeah, they might push Casey Ray out into the halves and bring Clancy on into 9, or they might bring Zali Hopkins straight on into that half position.
It is Zali Hopkins coming on the field.
Jada, clear ball. Hold.
There she goes in the dummy half. Tumawala plays it. Hopkins the dummy half. Here's Bright. That's a good tackle too on Bright. Slammed in the ground by Clark. McGregor. McGregor. That's a good sign when you see Ray McGregor wanting to run the ball. Dangerous number 7. The kick from Ray. Robinson's put it down. Costa's got it for the Dragons. This will be 0 tackle.
0 tackle on the mark. Wait. Marcus Haley.
We've got numbers to the right as well.
Okay, time on. Hold.
Hopkins to Berry. Berry with a dummy and ragdoll to the ground there by Robinson. Hopkins drifting. Goes to Bright. Well, the Dragons. Can they score back-to-back tries early? They're knocking on the door and halfway through this set. Hopkins goes to dummy half. Now Costa puts in an early kick and there's the try. Costa chasing through, scores the try. Ray with the kick, Costa with the 4-pointer. Dragons on fire early.
What skill level. Gets the ball in 2 hands. Has a cross on it. Here's on the Harvey Norman replay, the drop ball by Julia Robinson, which you don't see very often. The Dragons on the attack. Shows underneath, drops it on the toe and gets a perfect bounce for the Dragons' second try. They're playing some really good footy, the Dragons. Skill level. Shows under, drops it on the right foot. Pinpoint. Try Dragons.
I'll tell you what an embarrassment of riches when you have a player of the calibre, a young player of the calibre of Casey Ray, to be able to move from the 9, can also play lock, move out into the halves, see the football like this. She's got great balance for such a young player. She was she was the most outstanding player in the under-19 Sky Blues Origin earlier in the year, and she's just growing in stature as more and more games get under her belt.
McGregor. Second conversion attempt of the afternoon. She guides that one through. Concerned-looking Scott Prince there, the coach of the Broncos, trailing 10-0 early. The Dragons, 2 tries in the opening 13 minutes. They are without Tyler King at the moment. Marley, you've got an update.
I sure do. It was a Category 2 HIA, an assessment made by the independent doctor that saw Tyler King come off. What's really concerning, while she still has about 12 minutes to pass that and hopefully return to this match, is she has had a bad concussion this season already, which saw her sit out of a number of games. She had lingering conditions, headaches, leading up until her return. So we really hope that this one isn't affecting her and she can come back for the final match of this Dragon season.
Thank you, Marley. McGregor, Berry. Zolka did well there. Saw the danger. McGregor, again, had plenty of time to get that kick away. Kicks to Robinson, makes no mistake that time, then brushes away from a couple of the chasers. And a pretty handy kick return.
Yeah, that'll get her back into the groove, Julia Robinson, and especially that she was able to break the first tackle or so. And isn't that good signs? Mela Hufanga, what injury? She's fine.
Lauren Dam. The Knights are in the house. We'll see that game on Gem this afternoon. Here's Ferguson, Cowboys v Knights. Following this match, it will be on Gem.
Well, the Cowboys upset the Knights last year as well, so you never know. They have a good record at home, the Cowboys, this year.
Lenaducci on the field for Brisbane, 20 metres away on the last. It's with Broughton. They're electing to almost run it, but Brisbane have put it down and the Dragons have got it.
Yeah, just timing is just a little bit off at the moment. It's not quite into their groove yet. And obviously, you know, if they can stay patient, stay in their system, it'll swing back, momentum will come back to them. But just at the moment, just pushing a couple of passes, the Bronx.
Hunt, tackle by Lenaduci and Teitzel. Hopkins goes into dummy half. 28. Good run. Hopkins. Watch out if she decides to run. Oh, good hit there. It was Teitzel. On Mulhall. Opportunity here for the Dragons, but Berry just lost a footing. Hopkins goes in the dummy half. McGregor, Brigginshaw put her under pressure. Maddock goes straight to Dam. Had some good touches early on, Lauren Dam.
Yeah, absolutely. She had a pretty good start to the season. It's just Stacey Walker couldn't leave her out of the lineup, and with that broken leg, very unfortunate for Stacey. But Lauren gets an opportunity. She's taking it with both hands. Oh, that's high contact.
And this is what the Broncos needed. The Dragons have been winning the field position battle the last 5 minutes, so a bit of ill discipline there. Gives the Broncos a piggyback. And this is what you've been training for. These scenarios, penalty, get a tap. I'll have a structured set here on the attack, the Broncos.
Teitzel.
Straight up Neil. Here's 10. Wait.
Too long. Hopkins, you heard referee Daniel Schloss say too long, and then Ferguson with the quick tap. Defenders had their backs turned. Ferguson goes to Denman, and Brisbane all of a sudden 5 metres away. Ferguson goes on her own, throws a dummy, scores. Brisbane are on the board.
Great work by Ferguson. She come out of dummy half early and to make that, played a short ball to Denman, and then the quick play the ball. Eyes up footy, jumps out of dummy half. Show and go. Here we go, quick tap on the Harvey Norman replay. Picks up Denman, the short pass. This is what you want from your 9, a quick play the ball, just comes straight out. Ball in 2 hands. Off the right foot, and gets the Broncos back into the game. Great individual try.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Really good vision as well, just identifying that the fullback was sitting in close to the ruck as that first defender. And usually they sort of play that what we call a ghost A or a half A, where they just sit there and then as soon as the ball moves, they like to drop out and sprint back in the line. And you just saw then when Tegan Berry came out, she was already coming out on an angle and the space was back on the inside. You see here, Jada Ferguson identifies that. You see Berry coming out on an angle and steps back on the inside. And yeah, she deserved that one. She's been good for the Broncos this year.
She has. Tegan Berry, when the ball's inside you, you don't go moving out. As you've seen, she comes straight off the line, going out. She paid the price.
Romy Teitzel, leading point scorer in 2024 NRLW, adds 2 points. Sit down, Scott Prince is standing up. He'd be a bit happier to see his team on the board. Hang on, they've got to get to this kick-off and they've made a meal of it. The Dragons have got it through Brown.
That's 2 errors we've seen from kickoffs. It's 1 apiece. But the Dragons, they get the ball back in a really good position here. And they look potent whenever they get into that Westpac red zone.
Setting themselves out to the right again. Oh, hang on. Okay, facing the sideline. Incorrect play, the ball, penalty Brisbane.
That one hurts.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Especially when you just get the ball back after points.
Exactly right. In great position to apply some pressure and just a fundamental error.
Oh, yeah.
Facing the sideline, you can't do that.
Lenaducci plays it. Teitzel. Hasn't she found a groove? Romy Teitzel, although good defence. Brown doing really well. Brill's out there for Brisbane.
Well, the Dragons will have to be aware of her wanting to jump out and run. We saw Ferguson do it. Brill loves to get out. Get a scoot on.
Joseph. Just upping the ante here, the Broncos. Broughton, Maddock, Hufanga. Piggyback ride, but they're going to put her into touch. That was really well done from Kimberly Hunt and also Casey Ray. Dragons get the ball.
Yeah, great defence. Hufanga gets through the first tackle and Kimberly Hunt using her strength to hold her up and then gets assisted. They throw her over the sideline. That'll be a confidence boost for that right edge defence. Hufanga, she's a powerful player.
Yeah, I think that was so smart that Kim Hunt was able just to wrap the ball up as well and just wait for help to come along. They get the footy back, so here they want to just make sure they hit all their basics, get to their points, and just try and win that field position battle again.
Law. 11 short of the halfway line. Really good contest. NRLW, the final round. Hope you're enjoying it on Nine's Wide World of Sports. A double header this afternoon. And then don't forget NRL action tonight from 7 o'clock. Roosters v Manly. Winner through to a grand final qualifier to face the Melbourne Storm next week. You'll see it all right here. Berry. Brisbane defence not giving Tegan Berry any room. And kick from Ray. That is a good kick. She's got plenty of it. Robinson, though, did well and a good chase. Costa was there along with Hunt.
Yeah, that was an excellent chase. I'll tell you what, though, I would prefer not to see Tegan Berry take that last hit up just before the kick. She's got that speed to be able to get herself down the field and chase that kick really hard. So the middles probably need to stand up there for the Dragons.
damn. Marley, more news?
Yes, good news for the Dragons. Tyler King has passed her HIA. Doesn't look like they're rushing to get her back on the field, though. Probably a testament to the young gun Casey Ray filling in at that 5/8 role while she's not out there.
Last play here for Brisbane. Brigginshaw goes high in the air. Very good take. Brigginshaw leading the chase along with Sissoko. Fatumawala hasn't seen a lot of the ball in the opening half. Most of the play going the opposite side, but she has some nice touches. Fatumawala. Brown plays it. And now Clancy. Hopkins. Through the hands. Dragons into Broncos territory. But it is the last. Kick from Ray. Oh, it went backwards. And this will be play on for Brisbane. Robinson getting there just ahead of Hunt.
Well, they'll be breathing a sigh of relief there, the Bronx. When it went up here, I thought it did come loose and actually hit a Dragons player, which would constitute a knock-on.
Broncos very lucky to get away with one there. The Dragons are winning the field position. Oh, as they come up with an error, the Broncos through Ali Brigginshaw.
That's the 8th error for the Broncos in 24 minutes of football. That is unheard of for them.
They're the #1 attacking team in the competition, the Broncos, but fundamental errors is letting them down, and you've got players like Ray McGregor, Tegan Berry, Casey Ray in your side. You don't want to be giving them opportunities. They've got a perfect one here.
Here's Brown. Illy Brown for the Dragons, laying a platform. Hopkins to dummy half. McGregor to Clancy. Clancy tackled by Gould and Brill. Hopkins, 22 away. 28. Another good charge. Hopkins, McGregor. This time they come to the left. Berry. Oh, good tackle. No, she's still almost slipped away from Sissoko. Sissoko doing well on Berry. Hopkins goes to Clancy. No way through there. Here's the last tackle for the Dragons. Hopkins to dummy half. Goes to McGregor. McGregor kicks. It's a very good kick in the in-goal area. And all Hayley Maddock can do is carry it dead.
Yeah, great patience, great skill by Ray McGregor. Applying a lot of pressure to this Broncos defensive line. Ball in two hands. Drops it on the right foot. Perfect weight. Now they get another set. And watch them go to work here.
Broughton. Alex to go long with the dropout. Alexis Tonier.
What an incredibly talented young player Alexis Tonier is. She is only 19, and the amount of work she gets through for the Dragons is immense. She's a great pickup for the Dogs.
Berry, out to Hunt. Hunt! What a try saver. Julia Robinson has done really well. Just when it looked like Kimberly Hunt was going to score, Robinson comes across and saves the day for the Broncos.
Great ball movement from the Dragons. Take one in, and then they have the 9-7, 6-1 step up.
Played up into this point. Just looking at the left foot of Kimberly Hunt, which goes into touch. We have a decision.
Thank you. Ali, where do you want it?
Pass by Tegan Berry to Kimberly Hunt, out in front.
That'd be a play the ball.
Goes hard for the corner, which is what you want. And the defense from Julia Robinson. She shows her the outside, uses the sideline as another defender, and chops her in half. Great D.
they've looked potent, haven't they? When they get down into that Westpac red zone, they've just been coming up with some really great... Look at that, 9-2 in that Westpac red zone, and they've been making the most of it. They've either scored points or be very challenging towards the Bronx.
Brill.
They've been turning the ball over in the right areas as the Broncos get a lucky penalty here. An Academy Award, I think. A little bit of a hand on her.
Played it well, didn't she?
Lafale playing the ball. Gould. Oh, it's opened up there for Joseph. Brill to dummy half. Brigginshaw short to Goulds. Hopkins with the tackle.
Double up.
Quick play the ball. Brill to Broughton. Broughton goes short to Denman. Denman tackled 9 away from the line. Broughton to dummy half. Goes to the open side. Gould to Lafale. And she's wrapped up on the last. 3 away. Brill. Brigginshaw just had to stop and wait for that one. Played it. 6 more tackles for Brisbane. Sasolka won't be stopped. Shanae Sasolka had the defence mesmerised and levels the game for Brisbane.
Great footwork from Sasolka. Ali Brigginshaw tries to put a kick in, as we see on the Harvey Norman replay here. Maddock picks it up, passes it on, boom, right foot, left foot, palms, shows the ball in 2 hands, a slight little dummy. This is enough speed to get through, as we see on the Harvey Norman replay. Great hands by Maddock to pick that ball up. Right foot, left foot, palm, ball in 2 hands, show and go. Great skill.
She's such a good player, Shanae Sasolka. I mean, we've seen her defensive reads. She's shot up, she shut down Tegan Berry a couple of times. She's got in Ray McGregor's face and she's shut down her opportunities. But when she gets close to the line, she's actually quite strong for such a lean player. And her footwork, as you can see there, dancing around on a dime, and then is able to accelerate and find a bit of space and has enough power to push through. And we saw there was a Dragons player down in back play, but she wasn't off from that edge. She was a middle player, and yeah, the Broncos didn't even need the extra tackles.
Just a delay in the kick while referee Daniel Swass has a look at Sophie Clancy, who's the player receiving treatment for the Dragons. Thumbs up from the trainer.
Play's still running, we can't just stop it on the run. Well, the play's already happening, so we can't stop it while it's going, if that makes sense.
It is a head injury assessment. Ray McGregor was just asking why play wasn't stopped. I think it only might have happened about a play or two prior to the try being scored.
Yeah. Good to go, Romy.
You heard the explanation there from Daniel Schwass.
Yeah, I know where we're at. Yeah.
Now Robbie Teitzel, they're given the green light, so she's coming off for HIA is Sophie Clancy. So Robbie Teitzel from out wide, wants it to hold its line, off the upright, no goal. We're all locked up. And at 10 points all. Inside the Broncos coach's box, former Australian netballer Vicky Wilson, a board member of the Brisbane Broncos, sitting behind Scott Prince.
Yeah, a bit of firepower in that box.
Stand together.
Loved watching Vicky Wilson play when I was younger.
Great competitor. Vicky Wilson. Brill the dummy half. Broughton. Denman. She's had some strong carries in this half. It's an important period of the game, particularly for the Dragons. 5 minutes left. They led 10-0. The lead's evaporated. It's 10-all. Good carry there from Joseph. 2 tackles left in this set. Broughton has options. Goes inside to Hufanga. Last play. Brill. Brigginshaw into the line. Kicks it through. Teitzel chasing it. Evades her. Evades everyone. But if that didn't get a touch, it's a try to Sissoko. And it's going to be awarded. Shanae Sissoko with a double.
Well, there was plenty happening in this play, and there's still a Bronco down. I think it's Romy Teitzel. They have copped a bit of a knock in the challenge here. They travelled downfield so easily then, didn't they? Coming back across the angle a couple of times, finding space. Harvey Norman replay. You just see Ali Brigginshaw. No, she doesn't have the numbers to run it. So she just charges through. Does Teitzel get a touch? Or does Sissoko post a second try for the game?
Looks like it just goes over the top of Romy Teitzel. This angle will show it. It goes out of her reach.
Hayley Maddock.
And she misses it too.
She misses.
Oh, what about that
hang on.
left pinky? Because the put down was fine. It's just whether Maddox's pinky touches it or not.
Try confirmed.
Oh, there you go.
Wow. Thought we needed to see another look at that one. As Freddie says, they've got camera angles everywhere in the bunker.
Yep.
Great skill by Ali Brigginshaw. No,
there's a
that's
gap.
why. See,
Hey,
don't question the bunker.
this time. Romy Teitzel. Oi! There's a missed kick. Brisbane trailed by 10. Now they're in front by 4 inside the last 3 minutes of the first half. Our first game of this NRLW doubleheader in Townsville, FLA. Oh, what a run!
It's a front rower's dream, that run.
Now Brill. Gould goes out a dummy half. Joseph, a juggle from the FLA and had the ball. Well, loose carry. Loose carry. That was well done by Bright. I think he was in there.
Yeah, it looked like a one-on-one strip. Here's the charge off the kickoff. Get out of my way.
You feel invincible when you get a run like that.
Brisbane are challenging this call. They're saying it was a one-on-one strip. Ali Brigginshaw very quick to go to Daniel Schwass and say, we'll challenge.
Yep, that's a strip.
Jamalee Wright strips the ball out. Just looking to see which direction it goes. The initial strip is backwards, which restarts the tackle count. We then need to see what happens.
Initially drop it onto the back here. Rest the ball on the
Jamalee
back.
Bright then knocks on. The captain's challenge is successful.
Good challenge from Brisbane.
Yeah, sweet, thank you.
Yeah, it was, definitely. It was a very clean one-on-one strip. It just got a little bit messy towards the back end there, but it was a smart challenge by the Broncos. They'll keep the pressure on with just a couple of minutes before half-time. And last time they were in this position, they just found their way to the try line so easily.
Now the Pacific's biggest sporting event is back for 2024. Witness grade against grade as the very best men's and women's players from 7 island nations compete for glory and pride, because across the Pacific, footy isn't just a game. As Robinson, Julia Robinson, what a run! She's not going to get there, is she? Oh, yes, she does! Here's to you, Julia Robinson! What a try!
What an athlete. Oh my goodness. She came off the left foot. Great work on the Harvey Norman replay. Quick hands by Hayley Maddock, and then boom. Left foot, palm, too big, too strong, too powerful. What an athlete.
Well, this is where they've been finding a lot of joy when they come back against the grain like this, the Broncos. Just mining a little bit of a disconnect between the edge and middle defence. She goes through 1, 2, 3, 4, and comes to her old teammate, Steph Hancock, for the 5th. She is power personified. After that little bobble to start the game, she found her feet very, very quickly. This angle will be good.
Right on the feet. Palm. Get off me.
What an athlete.
Isn't she what?
She's got a fair highlights reel this year, Julia Robinson.
Hasn't she ever? 5 tries in 3 games against the Dragons. 11 tries in 11 games in NRLW, last 11. Oh, Romy Teitzel sacked herself. And Denman converts. So...
Well, she wasn't very happy with the last one, so
Wasn't.
Brisbane trailed by 10, now they lead by 10.
Look at that from a set piece. This is why you can never discount the Broncos. They've just got strike weapons all over the field.
Wow. We started talking about just before that try, the Pacific Championships. By the way, tickets are available, NRL.com/tickets for the 2024 Pacific Championships. Brad Donald, a little bit of advice to Jillaroos coach. Pick Julia Robinson.
I think the number 2 may already be in there.
And that is the end of a very entertaining half of football. Brisbane on the back foot early, but in the end, they lead. At the break, it's the Broncos 20, leading the Dragons 10. Ready for second half action, NRLW on this Saturday afternoon on Nine's Wide World of Sports. Brisbane in front of the Dragons, and the second half is underway. Dragons started off the game on fire, led 10-0. How will they start this second half? Steph Hancock playing the ball. Is this the last 35 minutes in the career of one of the all-time greats in Women's Rugby League, Steph Hancock? Such a decorated player. And there's an error. So Brisbane will be able to go on the front foot early in this second half.
Well, that wasn't the start that they were after the Dragons. They were so good to start the first half. It was a good run, but unfortunately lost the handle on it. And the Broncos midfield, they're quite dangerous from here.
Robinson plays it. Good run there from Nuasala. Boy, she's been strong. There's another look at that error. Hancock was the tackle there on Nuasala. Joseph. What an opportunity early in this second half for Brisbane. They're 14 metres away from the Dragons' line. Brigginshaw into the line, had heaps of time. Nuasala stands in the tackle.
She wanted her there earlier, didn't she?
Oh, Brill Brill gets to the line and they force it back. You don't see that too often. Destiny Brill, more often than not, will score a try in those situations. Gould goes to dummy half. Quick pass. Lafalle tries to plant the ball down, but is held up. And because it was the last, this will be a Dragons ball.
Great defence by the Dragons. They put themselves under the pump to start the second half. A couple of try-saving tackles. Now they need to get the ball back, have a good set. Ray McGregor needs to kick the ball as far as she can and get it away from the Dragons' try line.
Well, it was carnage late in the first half. Marley, you've got an update on the injuries.
Yes, they sure do. Salty, we thought that Romy Teitzel had actually sacked herself from kicking because she'd missed the first couple, but it turns out she's got a lower back injury. The Broncos staff are saying it's some nerve pain at the moment, so hopefully nothing too serious, but unfortunately she will not be back at all for the rest of this match. In other news for the Dragons, more disappointing news for them, Sophie Clancy came off with a HIA after the first Sinead Chizolka try. She has failed that as Ray McGregor drops the ball there, and she will not be back in this match either.
Thank you, Marley. Well, that's a big moment there in heading into the semi-finals. Romy Teitzel, not the sort of player who the Broncos want to be without next week.
No, definitely not. And I hope it's just precautionary, that they just don't need to push it today. They've got enough cattle that they can fill that position for the day, which they do need her heading into the back end of this year. And tell you what though, just having a rewatch of that was sort of the second pass that landed down near the knees of a Dragons player. Better get it up, straight in the bread basket.
Held! Release now!
Broughton playing the ball for Brisbane. Maddock stepped into dummy half. Fancy footwork there from Lafalle. Brill throws a dummy, takes off. Good run here. Destiny Brill, dummy to Joseph, keeps going. Berry makes the tackle, and there's the error from Destiny Brill.
I think it's Tegan Berry. Great work, left foot, show and go. Oh, just a loose carry. That's a loose carry for me.
Which is a shame because it was such a great run leading up to it. They got themselves into a really good position. They had shape on both sides to be able to attack off the play the ball. And, yeah, the Dragons, they're just holding on some great defence, defending their own line, scrambling.
Fatu Mawala with a good run. Good tackle too from Brigginshaw. So live ladder, if Brisbane go on to win this game, and there's still a lot of work to do, they'll be standing alone on top of the ladder. Roosters can join them. In fact, with Brisbane leading by 10, that points differential is now exactly the same. Both Brisbane and Roosters at plus 96. Hancock stands and plays it. Hopkins to dummy half. King gets a pass away. And here's Costa. What a talented young player she is, Ella Costa. Hopkins. McGregor. It's the last, bit disjointed. You've got to kick away down the corner. Robinson takes it and looks to take off. There was no way through. It was a good chase in the end there by the Dragons.
Just the passes of the Dragons just not finding their mark and a little bit disjointed. You don't want that when you need an attacking kick. Surprised that Ray put it into the shade. Got the sun blaring down on the other side there. They've already come up with an error, the Broncos.
Ufunga plays the ball 10 short of halfway. Brigginshaw will look for a 40-30. It's not a no, it's a terrible kick. Sorry, Ellie. I thought for a minute 40-30, but it hits the security guard.
40 in the front row of the grandstand. It's not what they wanted, the Broncos. They got the ball back. They needed to find a kick, apply a bit more pressure to the Dragons. Feel like they'll break if they can get some good field position, but now the Dragons are in a good attacking position. This is where Ray McGregor and Tegan Berry need to come into their own.
McGregor goes to Berry. Zolka though Terrific defensively. Has a double to her name, but shut down the Dragons on that side of the field. Bright.
They just look a little bit rudderless at the moment, the Dragons. Chalk and cheese to the start of the game, and I wonder if that's just that fatigue element kicking in.
Lendl with an offload. Hopkins almost got away from them. It was a good tackle in the end. McGregor to dummy half. King to Costa. Here's Law. Law loses the shorts. Will play the ball 9 away from the line. McGregor. Oh, good hands. Lavinia Gould.
Sign her up for the slips. What about that one?
Wow. What a take.
It was a great take. Love to see that. And they force an error. Here we go. Look at this catch. Oh, the chasers are offside, actually. But what a great catch by Lavinia Gould.
Oh, no, Ali, you can't challenge marker. No, sorry, you can't. Scrum's here.
Just a
Time on.
miscomms.
Over here, it's a scrum. Scrum.
Oh, this is a great opportunity for the Dragons through their defence too, JT.
Yep. They need to apply a bit of pressure with their defence. They turn the ball over in the right area in that 10-metre zone there. So the Broncos have come up with an error. So a perfect opportunity here for Tegan Berry.
She's lurking in behind McGregor, but they go flat. And Brown tackled 3 away from the line. Hopkins steps into dummy half. McGregor, dummy to Hancock, goes to King. King to Costa. Here goes Costa across the field, and Hufanga just says, come here, and puts it to the ground.
Brigginshaw's still down in back play here. She's with the trainer.
Keep an eye on that as Takaranga Katoa. There is Ali Brigginshaw. Looks to be winded there, but we'll get an update soon. So time off here.
She's in the way here, Racine.
Ali Brigginshaw.
I'd be very careful if I was you.
Looks like she might have just caught the elbow or the shoulder there of Keely Brown. But she didn't move for a long while.
She might have fell on the boot. Yeah, she's grabbing the sternum area. Grade 3 winded. Glad she's back to her feet though.
Yep, and back in the defensive line. 2 tackles left in this set for the Dragons. Berry can't get away from Hufanga. Here's the last. Hopkins to dummy half. McGregor. Crossfield kick. Here come the chasers. A great take there from Lauren Dam. And the Dragons better watch out. Dam wants to play on quickly. Few of the Dragons still not back on side, and Lauren Dam brings the ball back 12 metres, because Hopkins was alert, as was Bright. Now Sazolka.
Yeah, not a great kick there by Ray McGregor. She needed to roll that in and apply a bit more pressure. She put it in the air, and easy catch for the Broncos, and now they'll be on the attack. This is where Ali and Gail Broughton need to get the ball in their hands.
Nuasala.
She's been great since she came back from that suspension, and she's earned this starting position, I feel. Look at that, great ball, Broughton.
Looked out the back, went flat to Denman. Broughton really getting heavily involved. Kicks for Brigginshaw. It's not a bad kick, but the Dragons have saved the day. Brown got there, dropout coming.
Great work by Gail Broughton and Ali Brigginshaw. They noticed that Tegan Berry was around the ruck. Ali gives her the call. Great skill. And even better work by the Dragons to defuse the situation. Keely Brown.
King goes long. Oi, the juggle at the take. And Lafayette.
Uh-oh.
Look out. Look out. Full head of steam. What a run.
She's been another one that's been great off the bench. They've got such a good rotation, the Broncos.
Nuasala tackled 7 away from the line. Brill goes back to LaFalle. Doesn't she want a rest?
She didn't want that. I'm telling you now, she didn't want that.
Halfway through the set, Broughton. Lovely pass, Brigginshaw. Over the head of Maddock. This will be play on for Brisbane. If Sissoko gets the ball, she does, and then dishes one to Dam, but Dam knocks on.
Just forcing the error there, the Broncos. You don't get the attention to detail right. Pass up above Maddock. So Sissoko just needs to take the tackle.
Nice defensive pressure from the Dragons, though. As soon as they saw that error, they just surged up, took the space.
That's what you want when the ball's on the ground. That's what forces the error.
Scott Prince, we just saw, he didn't like what he was watching.
You know, that's 10th error for the Broncos, so I can absolutely understand his dislike of it.
28. What a good run again. The 19-year-old and finds a pass. Berry. Tegan Berry to King. King is monstered by Hufanga.
Great tackle, great read by Hufanga.
Berry. Costa. Nice footwork there. Who's there again? Hufanga down low. Brill over the top, but penalty.
Well, off the back of Alexis Tuenier, fresh on the field, fresh legs, great run, good backing up. See this run again. Look at her go. Picks out the right target, gets at that tag, bumps her off and then gets the arms free. I would be sniffing around her all the time if I was a fullback.
Dragons take the tap. Ray to dummy half. 28 to McGregor to Berry. Berry, lovely ball to Mawala.
Yes!
Juggle the try. Dragons score first in the second half and it's game back on.
It certainly is, Salty. Great work from the Dragons. They earned the penalty. And from there, the ball movement. In the Harvey Norman replay, Ray McGregor straight to Tegan Berry. She just sums it up beautifully. A 3-on-2. Ball out in front. Here it is. Boom. Foto Mo'asala. What a take. And the Dragons right back in this one, Root.
Yeah, I absolutely love the way they set this up. They play the balls outside the near posts and they identify that the defence of the Broncos actually bites in, and that doesn't allow them to check and release and find space on the outside. Just see here, you see the second rower under the post. She bites in on that lead. And then they have to jam from the outside in because they don't have the numbers to be able to slide and get up with that line speed. And Fotumua, she did very well.
She did extremely well.
McGregor, customary taking the ball back 11 metres and no goal. Smile on the face of Jamie Soward. It's his last game in charge as coach of the Dragons. The kickoff is trapped by Berry. She did well in the end. And why not give it to Alexis Tournier?
Oh, she's been enormous for the Dragons, Tournier.
Now, fresh from Olympic success, our Australian swimmers head to Adelaide for the Australian Short Course Championships. A ticket to the World Aquatic Championships in Budapest is up for grabs. Catch all the action from September 26, exclusive, live and free on 9 Now. all part of this great sport that we've got for you. Coming up on 9 and 9 now. Grand final day for NRL and NRLW, exclusive live and free on 9's Wide World of Sports. We've got golf coming. We've got the swimming, as I mentioned, the tennis in January. And don't forget, we are your home of the Melbourne Cup Carnival as well. So it's all happening on your home of big-time sport, 9's Wide World of Sports. But right now, it's the Dragons on the front foot. McGregor puts a kick in, and that's a great clean-up work by Dam.
She had to get down low to scoop that one up. She did very well to hang on to it with the Dragons' defence on her hammer.
Oh, it's opened up here for Sisolka. Shanae Sisolka. Fotu Mawala coming in to help out Tegan Berry. Dam. Escapes one tackle, escapes another. Oh, she's having a game, Lauren Dam. Brisbane, only with that 6-point lead. Clark. Tackled on the last. This has been some set of 6. Remembering it started a metre out from their own goal line. Broughton, they're running it. They're running it all right. Maddock to Robinson's got a double.
Good footy.
Although, they're going to go up as no try.
She loses possession of the ball while she's trying to ground it.
Did she lose it? It'll be close.
Very close. It's great. Tegan Berry again.
Play's been cleared up to this point.
Oh!
Julie Robertson knocks on over the goal line. We have a decision.
Okay, 20 minutes.
That's where you just need to tuck it under
20
the
metre
arm
girls.
and dive for the corner. You're always at risk when you've got the ball in 2 hands, diving for the corner and the fullback's coming across to play at the ball. It was a great lead up by the Broncos.
Just saw there on Julia Robinson. She's got the scratches around the neck. Must be a couple of... Oh, hang on, the Brisbane Broncos have got it. She hasn't caught up with Wolverine during half-time. It was from when she scored that try. She got a scratch across the neck, but Brisbane now... Well, Lenarduzzi says, get out of my way to Hopkins.
You always know when she's on the field.
Oh,
No, she's got herself here.
Oh, this is another big moment. Chelsea Lenarduzzi, such an important player for Brisbane, scored the match winner last week against the Sharks.
She's flexing that right ankle. This was a big charge, straight in the sternum. Zali Hopkins. Oh, does someone land on her ankle here? Is it 20, eh? That ankle gets caught up under some traffic there.
Must be said, nothing illegal. It's just something that happened in the tackle. This will be a play the ball for Chelsea Lenarduzzi. Good news, she is on her feet. Brill goes to Joseph. Keely Joseph was going forward, then goes back about 7 or 8 metres. That's good defence. Tournier was there. No surprise. Lenarduzzi to Broughton. Broughton, Gale Broughton with Hufanga! No one stopping Malay. Malay Hufanga fired up and scores a try for Brisbane.
How about that? The previous set of 6, they travelled 100 metres, denied right at the death by some great defence by Tegan Berry. And this time, on the Harvey Norman replay, it's a really long shift from right to left. Gal Broughton using her runners around her to great effect. What about that offload in traffic too? And Hufanga, you can't deny her this close to the line. What about that, JT? She stepped up this second half, Broughton.
She certainly has. Ball in 2 hands is what you want from your ball player. Just mesmerising the defence. And the offload to Hufanga that close to the line. I think Billy Slater could stop her from there.
I don't think a brick wall could stop her that close to the line.
So strong, so powerful. Here it is, ball in 2 hands, shows under, shows out, and then the right hand offload. She likes that, Hufanga. Gives the Broncos a little bit of breathing space.
Now Denman looking to make it a 2 converted try lead for Brisbane. NRL action tonight from 7 o'clock. Roosters v Sea Eagles. Winner through to a grand final qualifier. They'll take on the Melbourne Storm next week. And the conversion is successful. So Brisbane now lead by 12. Now, next up, we've got a good one for you. It's the Cowboys, the home side, up against the Newcastle Knights. Looking to secure a spot in the finals, the back-to-back defending premiers, Newcastle Knights. All coming up shortly on Gem and on 9 now. The second of our NRLW doubleheader, Cowboys v Knights. Some real superstars of our game will be on display this afternoon.
How about this for a stat? Melo Hufanga, 7 tries in the last 7 games. And she scored 17 tries in 19 NRLW games. What a strike rate.
Prolific.
What a goodness.
Lavinia Gould tackled 10 short of halfway. Clark. Play the ball just shy of the halfway line. Ferguson to Broughton. Broughton to Denman. Good run, Denman. Good tackle, Ray. Ferguson goes to Broughton. Broughton with heaps of time. Runs into the line. Good tackle. 28. Is there 2 of her out there? Brigginshaw with a very good kick. It's a testing there for... Oh, lost it. Lost the ball to Tegan Berry. Good chase from Gould. Forced the ball free. They're going to say it was knocked back here, the Dragons.
Dragons are challenging the decision of a knock-on. Coming into 1.
It definitely came free in contact. I guess whether it's just it touched a Broncos player when it came free, because it went backwards after the contact.
She off. Oh, Zolk, is she offside?
Chaser onside.
Chaser's onside.
And it's a clean run to the ball.
We need that reverse angle here, don't we?
It's just a tackle from Lavinia Gould. The ball always travels backwards. And Dragons regain possession and a tackle. The captain's challenge is successful.
Nice work by the Dragons. They've been under the pump the last 5 minutes from the Broncos.
Okay, who's got the ball, Zali? Okay, tackle 1.
This is where you need to be disciplined with your ball control.
Oh, no, sorry. Yep, you've got it. Okay, time on.
Try and get to a kick. Put the pressure back on the Broncos.
Law playing it for the Dragons. Another strong carry here from Fotu Mawala. Really good on the left wing for the Dragons. Oh, there's a tackle.
Oh, my goodness.
Keely Joseph with a bone rattler.
Feel that one in the morning, Casey Ray. A rib tickler.
What a shot. Kick from Hopkins. Good kick return there from Dam.
It was a great defensive set by the Broncos, just minimising the amount of metres. The Dragons were able to bite off in that set of 6, and their tackle 2, straight into some good ball.
As a half, you'd be thinking with this attacking set, trying to get a repeat set here and apply a bit more pressure, bring a bit more fatigue into the Dragons' defensive line.
Funga. It's just customary, isn't it? Whenever she gets the ball, you'll see a defender lying on the ground in a wake. Now Brigginshaw inside Leonarduzzi, dummy to Gould. A prolific try scorer, Chelsea Lenarduzzi.
Don't worry about the repeat set. Let's go for the try. It's great work by Ali Brigginshaw. She gets the ball straight away, plays nice and square. Gets the ball inside to Lenarduzzi, who hurt her ankle earlier, but they're not stopping her from here. Nice little show and go on Tegan Berry as well. But it was the defensive effort from the Broncos that forced the Dragons to kick from inside their own area. And when you've got halves like Gail Broughton and Ali Brigginshaw, she just summed it up beautifully, Ali. Went straight to the defense, a defender, the first defender off the ruck. Seeing she came out towards her, inside pass to Lenarduzzi. Not going to stop her from there.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I love about this, you'll see from the high shot, she's got an inside and an outside option. So if the inside defender shoots on her, she's going to play back on the inside. If the outside defender shoots on her, she's going to play out. And that outside attacker just kept running with Lenarduzzi. So genuine options there running off the half. Really good run shape. Simple, but effective.
Denman, 20 in from touch. Not a bad strike. Good kick. It's there. They Brisbane extend their advantage. Tonight from 7 o'clock, NRL finals continue. Manly, what a win last week over the Bulldogs up against the Roosters. Manly v Roosters tonight. Don't miss a minute of the action from 7 o'clock live and free on 9 and 9 now. What about tonight? Now, it doesn't matter who's going to kick off, who's going to receive. Matt Lodge up against Jared Hargreaves.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I can't wait to see these forward packs come together. And I tell you the other matchup I'm looking forward to, Olakau'atu, Crichton. That's going to be huge.
Olakau'atu last week.
Oh,
brilliant.
The last month has been fantastic.
That'll be a good game tonight. Winner to take on Melbourne next week in a grand final qualifier. Good run here from Ferguson. 12 minutes left. Joseph, short to Clark. Clark still going forward. Broughton. Good hands, Maddock, but then lost her footing. Gail Broughton has run for over 100 metres in this game. That's a good sign because she's had back issues in the past and hasn't run the ball a lot, Roos. That's a good sign for Brisbane.
I think it's a great sign. She's a genuine running half and she can organise if needed, but you just see her with ball in hand, she's electric.
Brigginshaw, a little dink over the top, and it's a good take there from Brown. One player who's off the field for Brisbane is Romy Teitzel. Marley, you've got an update for us.
Yes, just a further update, which is certainly very concerning for Broncos fans. Romy Teitzel has been taken to hospital for a scan on her back and is walking with crutches. Back injuries are nothing to take too lightly, that's for sure. But it originally was reported that it was more like nerve pain, but this sounds a lot more serious. And whilst the Broncos are putting themselves in a great position to take away the minor premiership in this season at the moment, it'd definitely be a disappointment to not see her in that finals game next week.
Yeah, absolutely. We wish her all the very best. Romy Teitzel. Now McGregor, that pass out in front of Fotu Mawala and goes into touch. It'll be a Brisbane play the ball.
It's the right way to go. Flat and fast over the ad line on the short side. That's what you want. Fotu Mawala. The pass wasn't great from McGregor. But you need the outside support to be flat and fast there. Just missed the kick.
Yeah, looked a little awkward. She didn't have much rotation when she threw that either, so her shoulders were almost facing in and tried to throw across herself. And it was just unfortunate. It was like you said, it was the right option, just execution was off.
The tail of the tape as far as the tries are concerned. Dragons with that blistering start. Brigginshaw flat to Clark. Ferguson. Oh, good hands, Brigginshaw, even better. Ball on the inside to Joseph. Keely Joseph will be dragged down 3 short of the line.
She's motionless.
There's a player
Playing
down
in
in
background,
Tackle
yeah,
forward,
back
back
play.
play.
Yeah, time's off.
I think it was Casey
Casey
Ray that
Ray, it
just rejoined. She ran through to rejoin the line.
Having the on-field HIA or injury assessment here, but have a look at the independent doctor could get involved either way. It looks like she just hits the ground awkwardly here, head onto the ground, or more awkward than anything.
Yeah, could be that right arm getting caught under some bodies there. You see that awkward angle.
Now Clark is going to be held up.
Nothing wrong with her.
Nothing wrong with that arm.
Casey Ray. Whatever it takes.
That's it. Brisbane will have one play.
Time off. Go.
He's the last. Broughton to Maddock, lovely ball. Julia Robinson has a double.
Great play. Gail Broughton gets the ball in 2 hands. Fakes the kick, which holds the defensive line back, and then throws it out the back to Maddock, who sums up the situation beautifully. Watch this. Fakes the kick. Nice short pass. And Maddock out to Robinson. Beautiful play from the Broncos.
Wasn't this pass magic by Maddock? You just see it, that, again, like you've been speaking about, ball in 2 hands. It keeps the defence in 2 minds whether you're going to run it, whether you're going to pass. They don't know which way you're going to go with it. And she does almost like a little fake, does Maddock. She just holds it up, makes sure the defender jams in on her centre, and then floats that pass over. And Robinson, yeah, she's in for another one.
Yeah, she's been outstanding today, Robinson. But Maddock just summed up the situation beautifully. I think it was Kimberly Hunt come out to shut the ball down. And she just throws it straight behind her back. Great work from Robinson as well, because she was running towards the ball where that ball was getting passed. It's a sign of a really experienced winger running to that space.
Mariah Denman. A terrific player. Rue Denman for a long time now in NRLW. This is a tough one from out wide. I tell you what, what a kick. What a kick. What a kick.
Tough for the mortals.
Yeah. Now, what about tomorrow? Canberra v Titans. A farewell game tomorrow for one of the greats of Women's Rugby League, Karina Brown, for the Titans. And then it's Parramatta up against the Roosters. Roosters need to win and then put on a bit of a score now too to take the minor premiership away from Brisbane. Brisbane's points difference has gone ahead of the Roosters. There you go. So 14 points ahead.
Out of there, Casey! Square! Hold! Hold!
JT showed last week when we were in Townsville having that kick prior to the Cowboys Knights game. You've still got it, like shelling peas, eh, from the touchline.
Took a beauty of a catch last night too, I saw.
Yes.
Yeah, taking over socials. Here goes to Solka.
Hurt my shoulder too.
Oh, you won an Origin with a bung shoulder. You'll be right. Ferguson showed it out in front and a lovely pass. Oh, what about the second half Keely Joseph is having? And then, well, almost apologetic there. Tegan Berry gave herself up. You don't want to rob a bank with Tegan Berry. Yeah, we did it.
Too honest. Another one that's too honest.
She would have got away with that.
I think he was about to rule that it was a loose carry because she's looking to offload.
She is.
And then
Just dropped it.
Pick your pocket.
Clark. Brianna Clark playing the ball. Ferguson, the dummy half. Brisbane hungry for more points. Leonarduzzi's on the double. Offload. And it's eventually finds Hufanga. Hufanga. Oh, lovely offload. Joseph. Harlem Globetrotters from the Broncos. Offload to Maddock. Maddock, everyone's getting a touch. Brigginshaw, what will she do? Go to Leonarduzzi. Leonarduzzi, you're going to offload. No, she's boring. Succumbs to the tackle. But Ferguson takes off and is over the line. Jada Ferguson with another Broncos try.
I tell you what, Jada Ferguson deserved this one. She's probably one of the most improved Broncos for 2024. She's had such a great season. I think her ruck recognition has really picked up this year. And we just see here, there was a lot of razzle-dazzle leading up to this on the Harvey Norman replay, but it's as simple as she identifies the first marker is way too close to the ruck. The A defenders, the two defenders on the line, too wide. She spots a gap and she just gets down low and burrows her way through and does very well. There were plenty of Dragons jerseys in the way.
She's been great for the Broncos. Coming out of dummy half, ball in two hands, palms off a defender, and just the strength. Ooh.
Oh, hang on,
hang on. Looked short.
The ref was pretty adamant, wasn't he? He was in the right spot, but that looked short on replay.
Try yet to be confirmed.
Looked short and then held up.
Oh, hang on. I think the green light's just been given. Yes, it has. The green light has just been given. Try confirmed. Casey got the magnifying glass out. And Brisbane bring up 44 points. They've done it in round 3 against the Titans, round 5 against the Tigers, and now in round 9 against the Dragons. The highest score of the season.
I'm glad she gave that try because I'd already written it down. Already written it down. Double for Jada Ferguson today as well. A couple, Julia Robinson, Shanae Sizolka, Jada Ferguson. They've all been fantastic, those three, haven't they?
Okay, time on. Stay on.
Dragons look to go short, and they've got it. Ray will play it. 3.5 minutes left. Westpac red zone. Dragons just slightly have the edge over Brisbane.
Yeah, well, a lot of the Broncos tries, we see a penalty here for the Dragons. A lot of them have come from a bit longer range. They're so good when they've got position like field behind them, the Bronx.
Steph Hancock is back out on the field, and we do believe that this is the final moments of what's been a glittering career. Berry.
Good tackle.
Lavinia Gould. McGregor. Bright. Go to Steph. A grubber or a chip and chase.
Just
something.
Kick the front door and Steph.
That's it. Here she goes. Steph Hancock. Steph Hancock.
Yes.
Oh, award it. Come on, do something.
Coming to tackle 3. Case.
Well, they're going to
Just
check it.
She doesn't get the ball down.
They're going to check it.
Ooh,
Is this a big moment in the final moments of her career?
Well, this is a pet play for the Dragons. They like to run this shape. We're just going to watch to see whether the ball finds its way down.
Oh, is that on the line?
Oh, there's a boot in the way. There's a boot in the way. Short.
Oh,
Before
we
that.
thought the last try was short.
To see if Steph Hancock grounds the ball and if she maintains possession.
Are we allowed to say, come on, Casey?
Big girls like to score tries in their final games.
She's having a good look at it here, Casey Badger.
She was checking to see whether she maintains possession.
Steph Hancock always maintains possession of the ball, still trying to determine if it ever gets to the try line.
So, tick one. There has to be a blade of grass with some white on it that was touched, surely.
You can see it from here. Try, right there.
Benefit of the doubt for the 42-year-old.
The ball is short of the line.
Oh, Casey! Just get ready, New South Wales and Queensland viewers, to continue watching
Ball's around the
NRLW.
short of the line,
Switch over
and
to
we're
Jen.
supporting the on-field decision that Steph Hancock maintains possession of the ball. We have a decision.
So it'll be a play the ball, Dragons.
Yeah. It'll be up here. It's short of the line. Tackle 3.
All right.
Just wait.
And if you want to continue watching, for those watching in Sydney and Brisbane,
Okay, tackle 3. Time on. Go. On 3.
head over to 9Gem.
Held! No, release.
Right, so over now on Gem, the closing stages of this clash. Now it's a penalty here to the Dragons.
Come on, Steph.
Give it to Steph.
Load her up.
Oh, challenge.
Captain's
Coming
challenge.
into 5. Broncos are challenging decision of a strip.
Daniel Swass, our referee. Former Titans under-20s player, Daniel Swass, along with his brother, his twin brother, Hayden Swass, who just retired after a great career with the Burleigh Bears in the Host Plus Cup in Queensland. Good referee is Daniel Swass. Chose to go down that path.
There is no stripping action from Brianna Clark.
Yeah.
Ball carrier just loses possession of the ball.
Ooh, good challenge
The
by the
captain
Broncos.
challenge is successful.
Okay, knock off. Be a scrum. 20.
So it'll be a Brisbane Broncos scrum feed. They're bringing it to the 20. I don't think it's because of any tactical reason. It's in the shade.
Respite from the sun. All the forwards are breathing a sigh of relief.
Okay, let's go, Tegan. Okay. Time on.
Scratches
In.
come up
Hold.
a treat on Julia Robinson.
Great.
Oh, the push on the scrum.
Surrender.
Going for the tight head.
Now. Hold. Wait.
Brought in the dummy half for Brisbane. Robinson. 3 in the tackle.
Hold. Hold.
Ferguson. Lenarduzzi.
Get out now. All the way here. Over the
Tackled
line.
on her own 30. Inside the last 2 minutes. Brigginshaw to Maddock. Maddock
Surrender. Stand up, Steph.
didn't want to risk giving away an obstruction penalty. Lenarduzzi. Joseph. Great second half from Keely Joseph.
Square now. Hold. Go, Steph.
Ferguson. Brigginshaw, short to Clark. Clark on the last, passes to Broughton. Broughton to Maddock. Maddock goes to Robinson. Robinson pins the ears back, going for the corner. Inside to Hufanga. Razzle dazzle from the Broncos. Meg Ward's happy. The Broncos are happy. They are the form team heading into the
I
finals.
just confirmed she loses possession.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, no.
They did everything right.
Who loses possession?
Surely
Oh,
not. No.
No. Oh, she
Play's been cleared up to this
has
point.
to.
No.
You can see it on her face.
Mele Hufanga loses possession of the ball at the goal line. We have a decision.
Thanks, Cass. Wait, 20 tackle. On the 30, Broncos.
That was such great lead up, wasn't it? Oh,
Here's 10 and hold.
Julia Robinson.
oh my goodness.
Straight over the top and then the offload. Outstanding.
Player of the match for you, JT?
She's been enormous. Strong carries out of the backfield. Couple of meat pies.
Held.
Run for
Free release. On the mark.
200 metres, there or thereabouts. Wrap around, Laws put it down.
Double knock on.
So they want to feed the scrum here. Try to put on a last second play. Brisbane are hurrying here.
Scrum play.
Clock stops with 12 seconds to go.
What do you reckon, JT? Draw them in, kick downfield, let your speedsters have a crack at it?
Oh, I'd go to the right and then open it up and come back with the 7, 6 and 1 to the left-hand side. That's where their strength is, Hufanga and Robinson.
They only got 12 seconds, though.
Here we go. Broughton kicks. Sazolka out after it, but Berry's got it covered. Might beat them all into touch. Berry kicks it into touch, and that will be full time. The Broncos with an emphatic statement victory in Townsville. Down 10-0 early, but they have dominated the Dragons. Full time, the Broncos 44 have defeated the Dragons 14.